Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the Ford Bronco Sport Badlands Sasquatch. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Fork for giving me some time with this Bronco Sport. I'll include a link to the website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 21 around town, 27 on the highway, with power outputs being 238 horsepower and then 277 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Taking a look at the hood, you can see it's raised there on either side, and then you've got the Bronco signature circular headlight design. The grille's all blacked out. Can't actually see the Bronco logo because of the front hoop there. But you notice, very aggressive approach angle with some actual protection underneath. We also have fog lights as well. But yeah, that's going to help out with off-roading quite a bit. Tire and wheel setup is 235 by 65 by 17, and this blows the Subaru Wilderness cars out of the water. It's not necessarily because of the sizing, it's more so the tires themselves, like actual aggressive tread pattern. It actually looks really cool, and the offset on this is really good as well. Anyways, we've got these big chunky fender flares. You can see the rest of the bodywork there. Badlands Sasquatch logo there on the side, and this is cool. So I think it's cool that they actually have this attachment point. You guys can see 150-pound weight limit, but still a nice little piece of kit. And we've got a box design. You can see the ride height on this is pretty substantial. It is noticeably taller than a regular Badlands. This leads us to the key fob. We've got our lock and unlock function, remote start. We've got the Bronco logo there on the back, pretty straightforward. Just like other Bronco models, you can open up just the glass if you want, which is pretty cool. And you can do the whole hatch as well. There's quite a bit of storage space here in the back. You can see we've got an outlet there, a little 12-volt in the rear. And again, this is a Ford Escape, right? That's been kind of reworked and everything. And so it's not that big of a vehicle, but it actually feels pretty spacious because of the boxy design. Taillights on this look pretty cool. And then this has the upgraded rear bumper with the recovery points. And again, you've got more protection underneath. So this thing's right out of the box, ready to go off-roading, just like a Raptor. Now this leads us inside, and so you've got that nice soft touch trim. You got this kind of like neon green stitching. This is a better look at it. These seats are actually pretty cool looking. Got little holders there in the back. And again, this is not that big of a vehicle, so space isn't going to be crazy, but it's pretty good. Vents here in the rear, got charging ports down below. And again, because of that boxy design, you got plenty of headroom. Now this leads us up front, where again, you've got soft touch here, down below with more of the neon stitching. All of your window controls, mirror adjustments. This has memory seats, blind spot monitoring. Payload's going to be important, 918, so that's like similar payload to a Jeep Wrangler, actually. But here's the rest of the seat itself. It's power adjustable, of course. All of your light controls there too. And pop it on, bada bing, bada boom. Of course, got the Bronco logo front and center. You've got stuff like adaptive cruise control with lane centering. Got controls for the center stack as well. And speaking of center stack, this thing's pretty cool looking, so it's full digital, as you can see. And this will also display your GOAT modes depending on what mode you're in. Let's see what this has. So obviously on-road modes. We have an off-road, we've got a rally, you've got a rock crawl mode. I mean, this has everything that you could want drive mode wise. Now this also comes with a 360 camera system, pretty good resolution overall. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, you've got stuff like your heated seat controls here. No cooled seats on this, even though the seats are perforated and they could definitely do it. Climate controls there as well. And I mean, again, quick response time with the screen. It's all pretty straightforward with that. And then I like this trim on the dash. That's pretty cool. Now, we've got some physical controls down below for stuff like auto stop start, for the defroster, your parking assist, volume control as well. This is our phone charging area with some USB ports. Dial shifter, got some cup holders, and then we have lots of off-road tech. So here's kind of a closer look. You've got your four-wheel drive lock, you've got the rear locker. It's not an actual rear locker, it's a twin clutch system that mimics one. Your GOAT mode select, stability control, and then your off-road cruise control. And then got the center console here, nice trim on the top, and then we've got 4 auxiliary switches if you want to add lights and stuff, and a center. And that leads us to the window sticker, and this ain't gonna come cheap. So the Badlands Sasquatch package is almost $3,000 as an option, and total MSRP on this one is $47,085. Let me know what you guys want me to compare this against. Do you want me to compare this against like Outback Wilderness? Do you want me to compare this against a base model Wrangler or Bronco? Just let me know in the comment section below what you want to see this go up against, but let's drive it. Well, Bronco Sport Badlands Sasquatch. I'm excited to finally review this. I wish that Driving Sports TV bought one of these instead of the regular Badlands. Because I mean, from a YouTube perspective, for an extra $3,000, I think it would have made way more sense. Just my 2 cents on that. But I mean, and you can see the Badlands. I mean, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's just not. This sits just a little bit higher. And I'm really interested to see the shock damping. And I guess that's another comparison I could do. Do you guys want me to just compare this to a regular Badlands? I could put that together. Let me know. But let's see how she performs. Yeah, this UI is not too bad. Ah! As I say that, clicked the wrong thing. This thing feels kind of cool to drive, honestly. You know, I think half of what makes a car feel cool to drive is knowing if it looks cool on the outside. And this looks, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to talk crap on it, but like this thing looks pretty cool for what it is. For being a dressed up Escape, it looks pretty cool. Power is good. Again, this is not a big vehicle. You got to remember that. It's a little unibody crossover, so it's not going to need an insane amount of power to get it up and moving. I actually really like the suspension on this thing. It's got kind of that fun sort of sporty off-road feel that it's not anywhere close to like a Raptor, but it's kind of got that fun rally type feel. Like the steering's tight. I haven't reviewed one yet, but you got that new Defender Octa, which is supposed to be kind of like Land Rover's Raptor. This, I imagine, kind of feels like just a smaller version of that. Interesting. This is so fascinating. You know, usually in these, does that person have a flat tire? No. That person needs new tires though. Oh man. Yeah, this thing feels pretty rugged. Like most unibody crossovers do not feel like they can do all that much other than just toot around town. But yeah, this actually feels pretty impressive. Now, just from memory, I don't think this drives too different from the regular Bronco Sport Badlands so far with what I'm seeing. But it does seem like it's a little bit... It seems like it can handle the bumps a little bit better. You can tell they kind of... It took some of the Raptor stuff and threw it at this in terms of the tuning of everything. It has that... It has that feel. Man, this thing would actually be really fun down a little dirt road. Just because it's so small and lightweight that you could just really... Yeah, you could really have fun. I enjoy this thing. This thing's pretty darn cool. I will knock Ford though for the price. I mean, come on, Ford. This is going to be compared to the Forester Wilderness in terms of size, because that's about how big this is, right? It's not as big. This is more expensive than an Outback Wilderness, but it's the size of a Forester Wilderness. Now I understand, yeah, this has actual power, and I understand this can actually off-road, unlike the Subarus where, you know, you can do a little bit of stuff, but like Subarus, I mean, I've seen videos of them rock crawling and it's painful, to say the least. But still, people are going to compare this to a Forester Wilderness. That's going to be the #1 comparison, I think. And it's $10,000 more expensive. So, yeah. Just something to consider. But let me know what you guys think about the new Bronco Sport Badlands or the Sasquatch package, but I think this thing's pretty darn cool. I hope we get more stuff like this, seriously, because there's a lot of people that they need something that can be daily drivable, but they want it to also be fuel efficient and have some off-road capability, right? Someone that buys this is, I mean, you could probably do Hell's Revenge with this, but they're probably not going to do that. They're probably going to go up to campsites and all of that and be able to do it very reliably in terms of not having to worry about getting stuck. So I hope we see more vehicles like this. I think that Toyota getting rid of the RAV4 Tier D was a mistake, and I think that, yeah, we need to see more. We need to see more of these little unibody crossover off-roaders, because it's a pretty cool segment that's growing.